how is everybody doing today? So I got my cup of tea. I'm in my craft room. So things are good. No, I want to show you something, and that is, you have to pardon me, I was just taking a sip of my tea, and that is my swap. So for this month, we had the 3 themes. We had a Tussie Mussie, we had a theme of a junk journal, but it could not be any more than 16 pages and had to be 8 times 6 inches. And the other one was a banner. So those were our 3 themes. Our colour set was Blue Lagoon, which were all like real pale blues. Peach's Party, which went from like peach to sort of beige and cream. And Purple Lily, which were real tones of real light purple. It went from real light purple to lilac almost. So oh, and our twists that we might have got were to make a flower, and then we had to make the kit and explain how we've made the flower. The other one we might have got was to make a boho bead, and the other one was, I can't think, boho bead, the flower, I can't think. It might come to me now as I'm doing this, but at the moment I can't think. Anyway, so this month I have the lovely Karolena. Hi, sweetheart. So while you were all watching this, she's already received it. I decided to go with a Tussie Mussie. Never made one before. Was super nervous making one. Had a rough idea of where I wanted to go. Had made a paper one on the live on the group, but I really wanted to make a fabric one. So I'm going to show you first of all what I'm sending with it. So I'm sending with it a postcard. This postcard has got a purple flower on, so you can guess my colour sets. My colour set I chose was Purple Lily. I just decided, complete and utter change, let's go with purple. So any of the I'm going to show you what I've made in a second, but I want to show you something else. Any of the dye, any of the laces you see, I pre-dyed and pre-coloured, and that was because I really wanted to go with purple, but didn't have enough already purple laces that were exactly the colour I wanted in my stash. I think the only purple I had was the tulle and some real light ribbon. So I went out and bought the Dylon. I'm into this at the moment, dyeing fabric. I haven't done a video on YouTube as of yet. I have done 2, maybe 3 videos on Facebook, but watch out, because I am going to be coming back. I am going to be doing a video and showing a different technique on how to dye your laces. Possibly do that over the weekend. But I use this is Dusty Violet. So there's different shades you can get, but I liked it because of the colour. Basically it all depends on how long you leave laces in there. If you leave them in there for more than 20 minutes, you're going to get that colour. If you leave them in there for 2 seconds, you're going to get a real faded purple. So it just depends. The longer you leave it in there, the more colour you're going to get. So this is my postcard. For this postcard I just used various different laces, like I say. dyed them all purple. This piece in here was, and the little tints of pinks were laces I recently bought off Shopper this week. So that is my postcard, and then that's what the back looks like. So that's what Karolena will have. So that is that. These will be attached on my swap. I'm a bit out of breath, I don't know why. These will be attached on my swap, but for now I can show you them loose. So this is my twist. So my twist was to make a boho bead, is that what you call them? And I decided to use my real gemstones. So you see these at the top, these are jasper, proper jasper beads, and they're the only ones on this one. The other ones have different ones, but these are jasper beads. I've used some seed beads and some sari silk for my fabric in between, and both boho beads are made out of a paper straw, nothing more than a paper straw. So there's that one, and this is the second one I made. So keeping with the lines of purples, you've got the jasper at the top, the jasper square stone at the bottom, then in between are real tiny little beads, and they are they are between something beginning with A. Completely lost it. No, it's not amber. I will go and get my box in a minute because that's bugging me that I can't remember. But they are light, and then some of them have got a tint of purple in. But they are proper gemstones. But I've had them in my stash for ages, but I thought, why not get them out and start using them, because otherwise you'll just be holding them. So those are my, I only had to make one, but I sort of got carried away and made two. So that is my oh gosh, what's happened here? My boho bead. Right. So that's that. So my theme this month. My theme this month, I decided, I'm going to raise the camera up ever so slightly. My theme this month, I decided to go with the Tussie Mussie. Never made them before. For a swap, seen some beautiful ones on YouTube and Pinterest, and because I love sewing, I really wanted to do a fabric one. So this isn't supported with any paper or anything like that. It's all basically made out of fabric. Most of it I've had to hand sew because of the shape of a Tussie Mussie, because I couldn't put it through flat on my machine. So I'll start with this inspiration, because I love sewing so much, and I know Karolena loves corsets. She makes the most beautiful corsets I've ever seen. I've decided to do the front as a corset tie. So that is the corset tie, and then of course I left these ribbons dangling. I've put a bow that is hand sewn in, bow there. I've used some of my trims that I've dyed purple. That's what the back looks like. All this is hand sewn in. Again, purple trim from the purple dye, left it in a bit longer, that's why I've got that colour. Otherwise some of it is just like purple. So it has got a handle, and it's roughly, well, it's standing about 16 inches on my mat, so it is quite long. Like I say, it's not supported with any paper, and I'm not going to attempt it to. I'm going to get it all back out. I'm going to get it all out. Start again. I'm going to get it all out, but I won't put it back in because it did take it did take quite some time to get everything in and sitting right, because every time I did it, everything fell out. So this has got a bit of a tie, and the tie sits in the middle. And to release the tie, all you do is pull this and you undo it, and the tie is through one of the doilies that I backed the Tussie Mussie up with. So this flips back. That's the only light purple ribbon I had. So I'll start from whatever's popping out at first. So let's start from the front. It is jam-packed. So because one of the colour sets was pink, it was Peachy's Party, but it did have peaches to creams, and the other one had pinks in, like real, not pinks as in pinks, but real tone. To me, it was almost like a real light shade of pink going on cream. So some of the bags are pink for that reason. I made this bag purely out of lace, and I used some of my lace I've dyed down each side. This is a handmade button on the side, and then this flips up, it flips open, so I haven't completely tied it. And then what I did for this one, see if you can guess what's inside, is I made some handmade buttons up. So the handmade buttons are this one. Made another one while I had them out the other day when I did a video. These, because they're all in purple tones, tiny little ones that were so fiddly to do, but well worth it. And most of them, well, they're all made out of the same fabric. The fabric I had from the lovely Shirley about a year ago, and I'm still working my way through it. I just loved the tones of purple because it did actually give me the colours I wanted. So that's what's in this bag, and I made a green one. I don't know why I made a green one, but I did. That wasn't in the colour sets. Green one, I must admit. Kind of slid it in. So that's what's in that bag, and the way this ties up is I cut a little hole in the lace, and I just folded it and tied it round, and then just tied it in a bow, and that's how that one's tied. So that's what's in that bag. Then I did some of these on the group, and I did show I showed one of these on one of my videos, my project share. I haven't actually done a video because it's more or less easy to explain, but all this, as you can see, is see-through, but I trapped some flowers inside. So there's some flowers I've collected from the garden, from the park, and then I just topped it up with some laces, purple laces, white laces, anything I could find. And then the other thing I did was I bought some purple thread, so when I was stitching, it was obviously coming out purple, so that's what I've done either side. So that's that one. The other thing I want to explain is that Tussie Mussie, I didn't know where to go with it. I knew I wanted to do in purples, but I didn't know what route I wanted to go with it. So what I decided to do was look into what a Tussie Mussie used to be for, and it dates back to Victorian times, and people used to stand on the corners and they used to put lavender in, and that's where the Tussie Mussie comes from. It does generate from something else as well, so that isn't the only thing, but that's where I remember it coming from. So what I've decided is, I bought these ages ago when I was out with Miss Rian, and what they are is a photo booth cabochons. There's 13 a strip, and I had in Hobbycraft I had them for £1.50, and I've still got tons left. So I've decided to add a few, you'll see a few dotted around. So there's those ones that Karolena can cut up. This bag then, I wasn't sure. I'd made it all in like sewing themed, with scissors and stuff. But I didn't know what fabric to put on the inside, and because I put black, I didn't know where to go with it. So when you lift this out, these actually come from the lovely Marlu. She sent them as a thank you for using her shop as a prize on my challenge. And inside there, you can probably guess now who's left out, is, I won't pull them all out, but it's some dried flowers for Karolena to use. And all I've done is trapped it between two pieces of paper and stitched down the side, so there is an opening, and opening at the top and at the bottom, and they just, well, you can pop them in either way, really, doesn't really matter. But I didn't want to just put them in the bag, because I thought if I put them straight in, they're going to end up getting crushed, and I wanted them to be protected for when Karolena opens it. So that's what's in there. And there is a false button on here as well that it does work. So this button does open, but it doesn't actually do anything. I don't know why I did it. I think I just did it for the effect, really. For the effect. So there's that one. I've put another one of these vintage photos in. I think there's 3 in here altogether. This has got some appliques in and some of the purple lace I've used on the themajigs, the photo booths and stuff I've, used. It might be coming up on your screen as blue. I'm looking at it through the camera as blue, but it's not, it's actually purple. So there's another one, there's the 3rd one. So this one is a wraparound, really. So first of all, this is a strip that came off my spool that I created when I was doing Sam's challenge. I did show it then, it is on my videos, where I'm hand sewing some scraps material on a big spool, and every now and then I cut a strip off. Well, this from yay to yay is that strip. This button, I have done it on a live, how I've done it, but I will come and show you how to do that on a video, because I've had loads of comments about it, and I thought, well, for you to see it on the live, you'd have to watch the whole thing. But if it's something that you wanted to do for a project, and I haven't got time to watch the live, I am going to be catching up on what videos people are requesting, what things, because I make things and I think, oh, everybody's seen that, and it's not till somebody comments and I think, oh, perhaps they haven't. So this is a complete wraparound. This is completely dyed pink, well, pink cream sort of thing. I put a cream button on as well. I kept most of the colours beige, white. I did pink. So inside are laces I dyed purple. So there's that one, and I've literally folded them up as small as can be. There is this one, like I say, this is really faded. It's probably coming up as white, but it is purple. There is this one. There's the purple net, and then there's this one which I recently bought, and I just thought, well, because I've been using it on the what do I call them, strips, oh no, slides, sorry, strips, where am I going, slides. So that is that. I must admit, when I done this in pink, I thought, pink's not one of the colours. So I did go wrong this month, because although I stuck to most of it being purple, I totally forgot that pink wasn't in this colour scheme. and I dyed it, and I thought, oh, I can't because I made the bag up and then dyed it. Oh, right. So I made another one of these strips up so Karolena could use it as a bookmark or whatever she wanted to do. So there's a second one there. This one then, this one, haha. This one I've done some thread painting on. So this has got a bit of pink and purple in, so I can get away with it a little bit. This has got some thread painting on. So I've done this on a live where you go back and forth with your stitches on your machine, creating a picture. And if I undo the button, this is the picture. And it was on a doily. I didn't want to wreck the doily. I dyed it as it was and the brown stayed, so I just thought, well, why not? So what I did was I went back and forth thinking, if I had been watercolour painting it, where would the shade be and where would the lightness be? So I did a light pink and a dark pink and just went away at it really in some places. Picked out where I wanted to thread paint, and that's what I did. So I've done a button here. This is how you clasp it together, and it says flowers are, and then on the inside it says like friends. I've also put a pencil in that I really like the idea of that because it's got purples in, and I just thought, yeah, why not? And then on the inside there's a few things. So there's this one, the flowers that I've been like painting up. There's the lavender because of course I'm doing purple. This has been these top three are watercolors and drawings I have done out of my own head because I wanted to put a stamp of me inside. Some flowers there. Was going for like a paisy flower, but I went arguing with the way he came out. And there are actually postcards on the back as well. So there's them. That one's not, it's just a piece of paper. And then this one has got daffodils on, and that's a postcard. And yeah, that is yellow, but I thought I had to stick something in there, so that's what is in there. And again, a handmade button on the side. So that's what I've got for that. Then I got some scrap fabric, again purple thread and the light purple lace I had used. And most of the fabrics in here are purple or lilac, whatever you want to call them really. Then we get, so that's the top gone. So the bottom, I have created a purple flower using some sari silk ribbons. Again, a handmade button on the inside. I really enjoyed making this flower. I had loads of fun with it because it's just a case of using your scraps up. I did, like I said, I did get a bit confused this time. I don't know why. This is a purple flower, but with strawberries on. So I done that one. And there's that flower, rolled flower that I've done out of the tulle. And I think, just check. No, there's nothing. No, there's nothing left in there except this. I attached these on. So Karolena, sweetheart, if you are watching, you can snip the top off or you can undo it. Just thread it back through. It's only tied once, but I thought you can add, I thought that was a nice touch. So that is what the Tussie Mussie looks like once it's empty. Doesn't look much when it's empty, does it? It looks flat once it's empty. But once it's full, you can understand why you put the tie on. Because nothing was staying. So that is my swap. I hope, really do hope, that Karolena loves everything I'm sending her. I had so much fun gathering my flowers, because I gathered the flowers especially to do this project. I've had fun making these boho charms and plan to make a heap load of more because like I said, they have got real gemstones on. And then that's the other one. just in case the light went funny. And my fabric postcard. So yeah, I had loads of fun creating this, and I know Karolena will hopefully love it as much as I have done. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. I would love to know what your favourite bit was, or whether you've got any inspiration, or what you thought of my Tussie Mussie. I would love to know what you thought. But until then, I will catch up with you all in my next video. Have a lovely rest of the week, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all then. Bye for now.